Oh, hello, everyone. Hold on a minute. Get you up here. I'm just sitting down and figuring out my bills. Today's payday. I it's coffee. It's coffee talk, y'all. Uh, this is my last cup of coffee. Well, actually, I only made 2 cups, and the process that I had to go through to. Well, I didn't have to do it that way, but anyway, if you watched my other uh, the shorts. I made some shorts from original from anyway. It's complicated. You have to. Sometimes you have to. You don't edit it, but you put it in all into one conglomerate. Anyway, I was talking about my hair and the process that I got to go through in life to start over again. So, but anyway, how I got to only having 2 cups of coffee this morning, but I dwindled it down to like 4 cups because I only uh, filled my cup up halfway, and how I had to do that. But I'll do a short on that. But here I am, and the process of life, and I'm sitting here figuring out my bills. Oh, I actually did it yesterday, but I want to. I'm sitting here going over it and making sure that I'm doing and making adjustments and stuff like that. I get very precise on my bills. Now here's the thing, though. Other things have been coming up that make me want to rethink this whole plan that I've got written down here. And then okay, for instance, I had something else uh, happen that didn't work out. I like my lights. I like my different colored lights, and I had an older Christmas tree that had fiber optics on it that I had in my bedroom. Well, twice now so far the lights have went out, and the first time I was able to handle it, fix it. Well, just a little bit ago, I went into my bedroom and the lights were out again, and they're not coming back on. So I look at that as, since I've been downsizing and I've been trying to do things to save money towards electric and make sure that where I'm at, I'm not using as much electric because that shows up on my daughter's electric bill, and and they got a big electric bill, $800 $900 a month, and the less that I can add to that, the better. So even though I like those lights, and they they kind of do something for me, they make me feel warm and fuzzy at night. But where I've got it had it sitting was that I'd have to climb over the bed in order to shut it off. Whereas if I had it out here, I could shut it off in the daytime and just have it at night. And it's one of those things where you have to decide, how much is those lights doing for me? Well, they do a lot for me at nighttime, especially if I have them in the right spot. Where am I spending most of my time at that I can watch it? And so I believe that when those things happen, just like my K cup coffee pot blew up all over the place, that is somehow or another, something or someone, maybe the inner me or whatever, I do not know, telling me to back off a little bit, telling me to go back. Sometimes you have to go backwards to find your spot and start over, like my hair. Well, I really like the the white hair that I have when it grows out, but I also like the dark hair too. And but there's a lot of work into keeping it dark because the hair is going to continue to grow, and the white is going to continue to come out and just make it look all yucky. So you have to make a decision. If you're going to go simple, whatever it is you're going to do with your life, whatever it is that you're trying to find a life that's comfortable for you and feels good for you, and whether that be living high on the hog or whatever, or simple life, you got to find out what works for you. And what works for me might not work for you, or the person down the street, or my daughter, or whoever. And so for me, so that I do not have to put myself in a position, because I'm 81, and right now my legs are still working on healing, and it's a little bit difficult to get around now. It's getting better and better, but I'm still in a position where uh, that I'm in a camper, and I don't want to be in a camper no more. I would like to have a house, and I've got to be very picky about the house because my income, and I don't want to sign up for government assistance of any form. And I pay for my own insurance. I buy my own food. But where I'm at in the camper right now makes it possible for me to do that. So everything I've been doing to make my life simpler so that I can enjoy my life better, then sometimes I might think I'm going to go in this direction, but then things will happen to push me back a little bit and go back instead of that direction. Instead of a Keurig coffee pot, maybe I'm supposed to stick with the pot where you make however many cups of coffee you want out of it, and it's there and it stays hot. So maybe I'm supposed to stick with that. And as far as my hair goes, I'm supposed to stick with what's the natural that's coming out instead of trying to make me a new person every day. And we women do that a lot throughout our life, and especially when we get to certain positions in our life, we want to always try something new. I just want to be me. I just want to be me. And I'm very outspoken for one thing, and I want to be able to be me. I want to speak my voice as long as I'm not hurting anybody, as long as I'm not causing anybody harm. I want to be me, and I've got to be careful with that too, because knowing who I am, and if somebody comes along and would want a relationship with me, I've got to say to myself, da 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 da. Well, no, I'm not. I don't want to be uh, have the responsibility of having a relationship, even if it's a real friendship. Even I don't want that responsibility of know that I have to act a certain way for that other individual. So I just want to do me. I'm 81 now, and I've been all of that. I've had all of that. None of it none of it worked out right, for one thing, because I was not knowledgeable about how to how to even look for any kind of friendship or any kind of male relationship or anything like that. And now that I know, it's just too hard. It's just too much. So I'm all about me right now as far as a relationship. I have a relationship with my own self. Learn who I am, what I like, what I don't like, and just be peaceful and happy, and try to love my family the best that I can, because even family have their boundaries and stuff that and they're going to live their life the way they want to live their life. If if I can be included in that sometimes, all well, that's well and good. But for the most part, I got to do me. And so going back at 81, with my limitations at this point in time, I've had to reevaluate and go to make everything as simple as I can. Now, I do know that I love clothing, and as a kid, I didn't have a lot of clothes. We got two dresses because when we went to school, we weren't allowed to wear jeans. Girls weren't allowed to wear jeans or pants or anything, and to school. And we got two outfits at the beginning of the school year. So no, we didn't have the pick of clothes that I've got now. I've got 3 closets full of clothes in there, plus a rack. And I've been going through that, sorting through that, because I've lost weight, which I'm glad I lost weight. I wasn't out setting out to lose weight, but I changed my eating habits. I've almost completely, totally give up cooking food and going to all raw fruits. Now, it's hard to eat a lot of the fruits with no teeth, and I've got false teeth, but I haven't ventured into that time frame yet, which there's a time and place for everything, for a season for everything. So it's not the season for my teeth yet. Working through everything to get me to a solid spot where, okay, all I have to do now is deal with the teeth. you know, so it's all a process. And and I started out yesterday with 3 shorts, and I put them all in a big video so everybody could see the whole thing, which it's uploading now. But life is a process. It's just like doing your hair is a process. If you want to do it properly and you don't want to ruin your hair. And that goes for anything. Life is a process that you got to start at point A and you want to get to maybe point XYZ. The bigger your goal, the more steps it's going to take to get there. So it's a process. And learning how you are, learning how you'll be in this part of the journey, learning how you'll be in this part of the journey, and learning how and seeing yourself at the end of the journey, how you want to see yourself at the end of your journey. So it's all process, folks. And I just, I just hope that, and I had told you that I wasn't going to do any more videos until I'm inspired. Well, I got inspired this morning to do this coffee talk, and maybe that's maybe that's how I'll do my videos from now on. It'll just be a coffee talk. I don't know. It's been an uphill journey for me, doing YouTube doing videos, the negativity that's on here, the negativity that I get from other people in my life that I have allowed in my life, that I very rarely, I've kind of put a lot of people off to the side, that I don't deal with a lot of people anymore. I just stopped it. Uh, Basically, the only people I really deal with is my brother and my sister. The only sister I have left. I only have two siblings left, and my family. Two of my children, I don't. They're not there. Let's put it that way. Um, and I'm uh, um, supporting my oldest daughter, which I live here on her property, and she just had surgery. She had her two breasts removed. That's another story in itself. But anyway, this is me starting a new life at 81, trying to get my body back into the health that it needs to be in, and that means eating properly and thinking properly, not letting any negativity into my life, because negativity will destroy you. So anyway, coffee talk, you folks. And anyone that's out there that's trying to start your life over again, you got to sit down and think about what it is that you really want. I mean, truly want, and make a quality decision and see where you need to start. Now, with me, I want to be able to wear my cute little dresses come summertime and be free. Feel free in my body. Feel free in my looks. And try not to mask my wrinkles so much as that when I look at myself, I feel satisfied with myself. I don't care what anybody else thinks. And to just live free, and always have the kind of food that is good for my body on hand. Have a nice place to live, a comfortable place to live, and find new avenues, because a lot of the things that I used to like to do, I don't want to do them anymore. I want to find something else to do. So that's where my journey's going. Finding a new life and do things that are new avenues that I love doing, and I might even find some new stuff. I don't know, but anyway, remember, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. And if you want to start over, no matter what age you are, get to know who you are in the moment, and who you are in the time frame of your age, and know where you want to be and who you want to be, and sit down and take the time and go within and find out what direction to go in. And know the signs, like that coffee pot blowing up on me. Do I want to spend $130 to get one that I know is good? And that's not even certain that that's going to turn out right. Do I want to have pretty ambiance lights that running up electric? Probably not. So what I'll do is I've been looking at battery operated candles that'll give me the ambiance and the different colors and stuff. So I've been looking in different directions for what's going to help me evolve into the new lifestyle that I want. So, and as a man thinks in his heart, that's who he'll be. That's Proverbs 23:7. And Henry Ford says, if you believe you can, if you believe you can't, you're right. You all have a great day. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you later. And I'm going to try to get through this little bit of cold spell. Yesterday it was really warm out. Today it's a little bit colder and it's rainy and drizzly and dreary. So, but I'll get through it. Tomorrow's supposed to be so much better. And right now, today, I'll get my bills paid. So you'll have a great day.